I'm Allie. Let's get into it. As always, we're gonna get into trivia. Gavin, hit us off with the first question.
I got you. All right, I'm gonna do a bronze question, so easy question to start. Commissioner David Stern fined which player repeatedly for wearing his own shoes in a basketball game? Which NBA player? I'll give you a hint. It's not current. This was a while ago.
A while ago?
Somewhat.
Michael Jordan?
No way you got that. Dead serious.
I mean, that's kind of obvious. Because he had his own shoe brand.
It narrowed it down for
Yeah,
sure.
it did.
I'm surprised you got that one, though. I thought I was going to get
Alright,
past that.
and my bronze question is, which Scottish golf course is known as the home of golf?
Scottish. I'm from Scotland. I should know this. Or not born there, but I'm Scottish. Which?
I'll give you a hint. It starts with Saint.
St. Stephen's.
Is your final answer?
Yeah. What is it?
St. Andrews.
St. Andrews. Damn. That was a tough one. Alright. For your second question here. I've told you this one before. I gave you this trivia question before. Not on the podcast, but we were doing it for fun.
We need to start getting new trivia cards.
Yeah, we do. I gave you this one before. It was a little bit ago. I'm testing your memory here. Not necessarily what you know, but more your memory here. Alright. So, Green Bay Packers quarterback Brett Favre threw his first NFL completed pass. Who caught it? So his first completed NFL pass of his entire NFL career. Who caught it?
Do I know them?
Yeah, I think.
Like a well-known player?
Yeah. Very well known.
I'm gonna go. I know Randy Moss didn't play for much. I could say Randy Moss because I just can't think of anyone.
Nope, it was Brett Favre. It got deflected and he caught it himself.
Oh.
He threw a pass, it got deflected back to him, and he caught it and ran it for a gain, which was his first NFL completion.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Pretty sick.
It is. And for my silver question, we've definitely used this question a lot. And when was the first Super Bowl?
Oh, like the year?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I have no idea.
Yeah, we can't remember it.
1933.
You got that part right.
1933?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Nope.
What is it?
You were off by like 34 years.
When was it?
1967.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of like when the first team. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, if you get this right, you seal the win. It's 1-0 right now.
Alright.
So if you get this.
Let's get it.
Before 1859, baseball umpires sat on what behind the catcher?
A stool.
Nope, rocking chair. Pretty interesting.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, that was in the 1800s, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess. Wait, so if you get this wrong, do I win?
Yeah, and if I get it right, we go to OT.
Okay. When. By the way, this is my gold question. When was the 2-point conversion reinstated in the NFL?
1959, I don't know.
Nope. 1994.
It was that late?
Yeah.
Dang, it's kind of crazy. I thought it would have been like... Alright, Mally wins trivia with the final score of 1-0, and now we're going to head to the next segment. Next up, round 1 of the NBA playoffs is almost over. The only series that is left is the Warriors and the Kings. Game 7 tomorrow. Winner takes all, moves on to the next round. So we're not really going to talk about that series too much, besides that it's really close. But we're just going to go through all the completed series of round 1 and give our quick opinions on them. So starting off in the East, we have the 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks, who lost the series to the 8 seed Miami 4-1.
I mean, this is just amazing. I don't think anyone saw this coming.
Yeah, I mean, especially since Miami lost their first playing game. They lost. They had to have a do or die game to get into even just the playoffs. And they just knocked off the 1 seed 4-1. Giannis was out for like I believe 2 of those games, but like it was still unbelievable.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler went crazy.
Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, he was just amazing. Dropped 56 in one of the games, super clutch, and yeah, it was a overall great series for the Heat to take that momentum into round 2. Next up, they will be playing in round 2 the Knicks, who knocked off the Cavs 4-1 in the series.
I think I got that right.
Yeah, I think you predicted Knicks. I predicted Cavs. I actually had Cavs going kind of far. I was surprised. Not necessarily surprised that the Knicks won it, because Knicks are a very good team. When we were making predictions, I was like, I could very well see the Knicks winning, but not 4-1, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, stars like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, and like they only won 1 game in the series. It was tough.
Yeah, sounds tough.
Yeah. So, Knicks won that one. Next, no surprise here, the Philadelphia 76ers swept the Nets 4-0. I don't think anyone's surprised.
No.
Maybe some people thought Nets would get a win in there, but like, let's just be real. They almost had a chance in one of their games. They threw it away in the final couple seconds, but yeah, overall, I think
I think Jesse might have gotten that right.
I think everyone got that right.
I don't know.
I don't think anyone predicted the Nets there. All right, next game we got the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks put up a fight here, even though they're the 7th seed, but they still lost the series 4-2, and the Celtics move it on. I think it was overall. I think I expected this. I think I said Celtics in 6. I'm a Hawks fan myself.
I think I said Celtics in 5.
I'm not a Hawks fan, but like I like them. I like Trae Young, even though it's probably kind of controversial. But
controversial.
Same thing. But yeah, I think no surprise, Boston got this one in 6.
Yeah.
Next was the Nuggets and Timberwolves. Nuggets won this one 4-1. I don't think anyone's either surprised. It's kind of similar to the 76ers.
Yeah.
It's just like what was going to happen. So 4-1 there, moving on. The other close series was the Clippers and Suns. I was a little surprised this wasn't closer, but I think it was mainly because of the absence of Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Clippers started off with the win with Kawhi Leonard carrying, and then just lost the next 4, I believe, to the Suns, with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker leading the way. But the Clippers offense just couldn't do anything without Kawhi. How much do you think that impacted them?
A lot.
Yeah.
It's just I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. They just really couldn't do anything offensively. So definitely was not great for the Clippers there. Headed into the next series is the Grizzlies and Lakers, where the 7-seed Lakers knocked off the 2-seed Grizzlies last night, and it wasn't even that close either. How surprised are you with this one?
I'm very surprised. I think I had Grizzlies going far.
I had Grizzlies winning the entire thing in our last episode. It's not great. Yeah, I was not expecting this. I think LeBron James completely shut up Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
And in case you don't know the whole story, Dylan Brooks basically just was talking a lot of trash to LeBron, and didn't really work out good for him. And so LeBron moves on while Dylan Brooks skips media for the 3rd day in a row, doesn't really want to show his face, doesn't want to talk to the media, reporters. And yeah, maybe he'll be a little more humble next year. So we'll see. But that pretty much wraps up. Just to go over the quick conference semifinals real quick. The Heat will be playing the Knicks. The 76ers playing the Celtics. The Suns playing the the Nuggets. And the Lakers either playing the Warriors or Kings. We'll find out tomorrow night. But make sure to go in the comments down below and let us know who you think will win. The Kings or Warriors? Who do you think, Melly?
Warriors.
I got Warriors here.
Overtime.
They will be playing at Kings, but at Sacramento. But I think Steph Curry got the dub here. But we'll see. Sacramento's favored by 1.5. So yeah, let us know in the comments who you got.
Next up, we're gonna get into round 1 of the draft. This is exciting.
We're just to do a little NFL draft recap. Starting off, the first overall pick, no surprise here, Bryce Young.
No surprise.
Panthers get an A+ here. There wasn't a better player to take, not a better position to take for them. Bryce Young is their guy. I'm excited to see him in Carolina.
Yep.
Next up, Texans, a little bit surprising. They ended up going with CJ Stroud as 2nd pick. after his test scores, he had a lot of bad feedback. People weren't really sure now if he was even going to be a top 10 pick after his horrible test scores. But like he said, he's not a test taker. He just plays football. The Texans believe in him. They took him at the 2nd overall pick. You surprised by that? Or did you kind of even with the bad test scores, still think he was going to go second?
I think he was gonna go at least top 5, but I really wanted like the Titans to pick him up.
Yeah, I thought in lots of mock drafts he was falling to the 11 and Titans were taking him. We'll talk about who the Titans took later. But yeah, CJ Stroud. I thought he was gonna go. Even after the test scores, I still believed he was gonna go to the Texans. Like, you just can't pass up that talent.
Yeah.
And then the Texans also had the 3rd pick. They picked up Will Anderson from Alabama, edge. Next up, Anthony Richardson. At least what he thinks is he's a future Hall of Famer. He went to the Colts. No surprise there. Colts need a QB, and I think he's gonna be a real star there.
Wait, can we talk about the 3rd pick? How Arizona's willing to give away their pick?
Oh yeah.
There were so many teams who wanted that.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah, I think.
And it just had to go to the Texans.
Yeah, the Cardinals aren't that great at drafting.
No, they're not.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Cardinals fans, but they're just not.
Yeah.
All right.
And people think so. Who's following?
Exactly. Yeah, we had a couple comments on our live stream yesterday, saying that they don't know how to draft, which I would 100% agree with. Next at the 5th pick, the Seahawks took a cornerback, Devin Witherspoon from Illinois. Then the Cardinals had their pick at 6. They got Paris Johnson Jr., Ohio State, offensive tackle. Obviously, they need to build up that O-line to protect Kyler. Next up, Tyree Wilson. He's a beast. He went to the Raiders. Next up, this is a pick that we're going to spend a little more time on. I was really surprised. Bijan Robinson, the best running back in the draft. The Falcons took him. Even with Cordell Patterson. How do you feel about this one?
I think this was a stupid move. I mean, unless they're just moving Cordell Patterson just to
he's a beast. Like, I don't know how
to a return man.
Yeah,
that's probably what they are going to do.
Look, again, we said this a couple times on the live stream. Like, you can't go wrong with Bijan Robinson. He's gonna go crazy. He's the best. He's so elusive. He's so good. He's just the best running back coming out of college. It's just the Falcons didn't necessarily need him. He'll help. But I thought they should have taken a different position here. Maybe another wide receiver, because Drake London and Kyle Pitts are really all they got. But keep going, the Eagles traded up to the 9th pick to take defensive tackle Jalen Carter out of Georgia. That was huge for the Eagles, building up that defense. Darnell Wright, offensive tackle from Tennessee, went to the Bears. Next up, we're going to spend a little bit of time on this. Peter Skoronski, offensive tackle. Titans picked him up at the 11. You as a Titans fan, I'll let you start this. How do you feel?
I am not that happy with this pick. I'm not. I mean, I wanted them to draft, I don't know, maybe Will Levis, but they did draft them already.
They ended up getting him in a second.
Later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Why not take, a top 10 wide receiver?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think their best receiver right now is Treylon Burks, and they lost Robert Woods.
Yeah.
I just don't see how you could go with an offensive tackle here. Because there was a ton of other good offensive tackles, in every draft, in the 2nd round still. Or 3rd round even. I just don't know how you could go. Again, he's really good, but I feel like they need more weapons.
Yeah, not
rather
a good
than
move.
protection.
Yeah.
Next up, Gibbs, running back out of Alabama, went to the Lions. Which, speaking of the Lions, they traded DeAndre Swift to the Eagles. I'm so sick about this. Not I just hate the Eagles. That's why they're gonna
in my eyes, I don't think DeAndre Swift did that good last year.
He was also a little injured. He's still.
Yeah, I mean, he could still be injury prone next year. So it's not.
But if he does stay healthy, that's dangerous.
It is.
They were already in the Super Bowl last year, and now getting Swift as an upgrade at the running back position. This is big. But Lions got Gibbs, obviously assuming that they were going to trade Swift in the future.
Where did Miles Sanders go? He went somewhere.
Panthers.
Panthers.
I think this was a great pick for the Lions.
It is.
I think at first everyone was like, oh, this is awful. How are you going to have 3 really good running backs? They also picked up Montgomery in the offseason. Why would you draft a running back? But now after trading Swift, it makes a lot more sense, and I think it's a great pick.
Yeah.
Next up, the Packers at 13 took Lucas Van Ness, edge out of Iowa. Overall, it's an alright pick. Next up, the Steelers took offensive tackle Broderick Jones out of Georgia. All right. Next up, the Jets took Will McDonald the fifth, I think, or the fourth. I'm not really sure. I don't know Roman numerals, but he's an edge out of Iowa State. Next up at the 16th pick, the Washington Commanders took Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback out of Mississippi State. I was really mad about this one. Mm-hmm. In most mock drafts, he was expected to get picked up by the Cowboys. He did not fall that far. We missed him by a full 10 picks. I was pretty frustrated in that one. I really wanted him. Next up, Christian Gonzalez, another cornerback out of Oregon, went to the Patriots. Lions had another pickup here. They got linebacker out of Iowa, Jack Campbell. Next up, a defensive tackle coming out of Pitt. Kalijah Kancey went to the Bucks. And then this was another great pickup for the Seahawks. They got JSN out of Ohio State. This was just crazy. Do you think the Seahawks now have the best wide receiver trio in the NFL?
Definitely.
I think they do. With DK Metcalf and already having Tyler Lockett, those two great guys, adding a rookie like this coming out of Ohio State, he's so elusive, he's so quick,
which it isn't
great
good
hands.
For fantasy purposes.
Not great for fantasy purposes, that is very true. They're going to obviously get a lot of equal receptions. Next up, another receiver, Quentin Johnston out of TCU, wide receiver, went to the Chargers, which also was an interesting pick. I don't think they should have. They have two good receivers already. I feel like they could have went elsewhere with that pick.
Yeah.
Next up, this was huge. Zay Flowers, one of the best wide receivers, could be the best wide receiver coming out of the draft, out of Boston College, went to the Ravens. He's already hyped. Him and OBJ, I think, are really glad to be on the same team. Next up, fourth wide receiver in a row. Jordan Addison going to Minnesota out of USC. Next up, Deontay Banks from Maryland, cornerback, is going to the Giants. That's a great pickup for them.
Yeah.
Next, I was a little confused by this one. The Bills picked up a tight end here out of Utah for the 25th pick. With Dawson Knox, I feel like it wasn't too important.
No.
Next up, the Cowboys, my guys, picked up Mazi Smith, defensive tackle out of Michigan. He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's really good. I'm so happy we got him. I think we could have went elsewhere, maybe like tight end, cornerback, but at the end of the day, I'm really happy with Mazi Smith.
Yeah. And next up, the Jaguars took Anton Harrison, offensive tackle from Oklahoma.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that pick. Jaguars, I think Jaguars have a lot of great positions. They have at least
I think they're one of the weakest points is O-line.
Yeah, I definitely think O-line was the right position for them.
Yeah. And next up, the Bengals drafted Miles Murphy, edge from Clemson.
I think that was a good pick. Murphy's a beast coming out of Clemson. I mean, most people from Clemson are well coached.
Yeah.
I think this was the right pick for the Bengals.
Yeah. Next up, the Saints drafted Brian Breezy, defensive tackle from Clemson.
So Saints, you said?
Yeah, Saints.
Yeah, Saints. I think this was the right pick for them. I think building up that defense a little more. I also think they probably should have got Will Levis there.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they don't. At least from what I can remember, I could be completely forgetting someone, but besides Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston, they don't really have a good quarterback.
I thought they had.
I was a little surprised by that pick.
Yeah, I thought they had someone else.
No, I'm pretty sure that's it. Unless I could be forgetting someone.
Yeah, but the Eagles drafted Nolan Smith, an edge from Georgia.
Their second Georgia defensive player of the first round. It's a
good pick, but
the Eagles are already such a stacked team. It's like they don't really need any more positions. You know what I mean?
They just need to
they're just building.
Just get better.
They're just building. They were obviously so close to the Super Bowl. Could have gone either way. They're just building at this point, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah. And lastly, in the first round, we have the Chiefs drafting an edge from Kansas State. Felix. I can't say that.
Oh, Felix. Oh, shoot. I clicked out of it. Felix Anudike Uzama. I think I pronounced that correctly, and sorry if I didn't, but he's a beast. I think he's really happy to be with the Chiefs. I mean, who wouldn't? They're Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
But he's a really fun guy. I think he's gonna fit well in the locker room with Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, and obviously Chiefs defense is the weakest part of their football team. Their offense is the best in the NFL.
Yeah.
And that's gonna wrap up round one. The only other pick we're gonna talk about is
Will
Levis.
Levis.
He went. The Titans traded up in the second round. They got the second overall pick in the second round.
No, that's a third.
No, second.
Oh, okay.
And they take Will Levis, quarterback out of Kentucky, which was super expected to go in the first round. Like
I was so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
Everyone was expected to go. Everyone expected him to go. Everyone expected him to go in the first round. He ended up falling all the way to second, and Titans were just like, we can't miss out on this opportunity. Yeah. Traded up immediately. The only other team that had the pick ahead of them were the Steelers. They took a cornerback. They have Kenny Pickett. They took Joey Porter Jr. there from Penn State. I love this pick. Mike Vrabel announced as of now he's the third quarterback on the team. As of now, he's QB3 behind Malik Willis and Ryan Tannehill. For now, that could definitely change, which I think it will.
Yeah,
a couple weeks into
the
season.
Will. I really hope it will.
Yeah. Just one more person I want to talk about real quick that was expected to go in the first round was Michael Mayer, tight end from Notre Dame. I thought the Cowboys were going to take him. He's a perfect fit for us. He ended up falling all the way to the fourth pick in the second round and went to the Las Vegas Raiders, which I think
It's a great pick for the Raiders.
Yeah, they
losing Darren Waller.
Yeah, because just like after losing Darren Waller to the Giants, they needed a tight end, especially for Jimmy G, and they got him. And he's a really good tight end. He can block really well, but he also got great hands and he's elusive.
Definitely.
One player I'm surprised hasn't gone yet, which we obviously won't take because we got a running back last round, but Sean Tucker, running back out of Syracuse, hasn't gone yet, which is obviously very surprising. Next, real quick, just for a couple minutes here, we're going to talk about the series of the Rangers-Devils. We did our predictions on this a couple episodes ago. Now, the series is 3-2 right now. Devils leading it, but you won't believe how they got there. They started off the series at home for the first two games. Lose both with the same score at 5-1. Everyone thought the season was over. I think, Mal, you think the season was over for the Devils?
I definitely thought it was. Everyone did.
I didn't think they were going to come back with Rangers being such a good defensive team. I thought it was over. They had no offense going, no defense going.
Yeah, at school, everyone was walking in the hallway yelling, Rangers have it, Rangers have it.
Yeah.
Devils are done.
Yeah.
And they proved everyone wrong.
Yeah. They win the next 3 games in a row, 2 at Madison Square Garden, 1 at Prudential Center.
Aren't the Devils undefeated this season? And
Madison Square Garden. I think they have 1 loss, but it was in overtime. So we haven't had a regular time loss at Madison Square Garden yet this season. 3 wins. I'm really proud of the Devils for coming back, being down 2-0, showing
no mercy.
And last game we won 4-0, which was really big for us. And the crazy thing about last game is none of our top 4 players had any points, nor goals or assists. Brat, Dougie, Nico, or Jack Hughes had a goal or assist last game, yet we still won 4-1. The bench is showing up. The starters were showing up before that. I'm really excited. Jack Hughes leads the way for the Devils right now with 3 goals. I'm pretty pumped. Game 6 is on tonight at 8 o'clock. If Devils win, we move on after coming down from a 2-0 deficit. Or if the Rangers win, they force a Game 7 at Prudential Center. So go down in the comments down below and let us know who you think is going to end up winning the series if the Devils take it tonight, or if they take it in Game 7, or if the Rangers win the next 2. So definitely let us know in the comments. Mally, who you think is going to take it?
I think the Devils are on a hot streak right now, and I think they've put the Devils on ice.
Rangers on ice?
Yeah, that's what I meant. So I think it's going to be over pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Devils can close it out tonight playing, which I just want to bring this up real quick, which I'm completely disrespected by. The Rangers are still favored tonight. I don't understand. We're a better seed. We're 1-3 in a row. But
in regular season, you guys did better.
Yeah, but alright, we'll see. We're gonna prove all the haters wrong. Devils finna get the win tonight. If not, we'll get the win in Game 7. We're winning the series, moving on. And make sure to go let us know in the comments below your opinions. Time to break the huddle. I'm Gavin.
I'm Mally.
Make sure to check us out on Spotify,
Instagram,
YouTube,
and TikTok. We'll see you next time.
Break.